Alright, we're going to need to know how to draw these Bohr models so that we can insert them into this assignment right here. And we're being asked to use this website called sketchpad.app. Okay, once you're in sketchpad.app, I'm going to show you how to draw a Bohr model of something that's already given. Let's draw a Bohr model of, let's say, the nitrogen atom. Okay, I'm going to draw this nitrogen atom. It has two orbits, two rings, and it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electrons. Okay, so how do we draw this? Now we're going to click on the left hand side where it says, or where it has a feather right here. You can actually change the type of medium that you're using. You can use like pen or pencil. Those would be pretty good. And you can draw right here. But we need to draw like a perfect circle, and it's very hard, alright? Unless if you're a SpongeBob, you can't draw a perfect circle. So what we're going to actually use is we're going to use a shape tool. The shape tool is the one that starts off as a star. If you click on it and you go right here, like how we changed the medium of the pen and pencil, you can click on the star and now you got shapes. I'm going to click on the circle, and as I drag, if I click and drag and then let go, there, a perfect circle, right? At the start, it's going to have a fill to it. Like it says right here in this left pane, it has a fill. To make it so that it doesn't have a fill and only have the black outline, we're going to make it so that this is 0%. Right now, it's 100. If you change it to 0, there it goes. There's no fill anymore. So this is going to be my nucleus where I'm going to show my my nitrogen. Okay, to get N right there, I can either use the pencil tool and literally write N, or I can use the text box tool. The text box tool is right here. It has T, and for the text box tool, you just drag and then make the square however big you want. Okay, there it is. And since I'm doing nitrogen, I just want to hold shift, type in N for a capital N. You could change the font type right here if you wanted to, so you just highlight it, okay, highlight it, and go over to where it says normal, okay, actually not normal, where it says chewy, okay, click on that. Once it loads, you got a lot of different font types to pick from. I'm just going to use the very first one because I'm being plain Jane here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. If you try to drag the N over, you can't. Because right now we're still on the text box tool, aren't we? So to drag the N over so that it's centered in this nucleus, we're going to go over until we have the thing that looks like a mouse cursor, the select tool. The select tool will enable you to drag any of the items that you've made. Okay, you can also resize them if you wanted to, but I think that's the appropriate size. So I'm going to click off to the side so that nothing is selected now. Okay, now nitrogen has two rings, so I'm going to go back to the circle tool. I'm going to make sure that there's no fill, and I'm going to make two circles. One that's kind of big and one that's even bigger, okay? I'm going to go back to the select tool and position these so it's kind of centered. Whoa, this is trippy. Okay, now on the first ring, according to this diagram right here, okay, there are two electrons, two dots. So how can I put these two dots? All I have to do is go to the pencil tool. Well, now the dot is really small right now, so if you click, it's really small. It wouldn't really be visible here. By the way, you can undo something. Okay, you can undo something if you go on your keyboard and hold down Control Z, like that. Or you can undo something if you go over here on the right hand panel and then you click the back arrow. That undoes it as well. So I want to get this dot to be bigger to represent the electron. So I'm going to go to the left panel where it says line width. It's 3 pixels right now. I'm going to increase that. Maybe 16 pixels. Oh, that's really huge. Maybe like 9 pixels. Okay, that's better. So on the first orbit, this first orbit outside of the nucleus, there's 2 electrons. And on the second orbit, if you take a look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons, but the top has 2, right? 3, 4, 5. Perfect, and there we go, and that's all we need to do. This is the Bohr model of nitrogen. Okay, now, in order to download this picture so that we can insert it, it's real simple. Click on the Select tool, select your Bohr model, like everything that's in the drawing. Okay, now that it's selected, you hover over what you selected, and then right-click. On a Chromebook, that means two-finger press. Okay, right-click, and then go down to where it says Download. And it's that simple. Now all we need to do is insert this image, right? So again, this is just an example. This is actually not the correct Bohr model for whatever A was. A is supposed to be for something else. I'm just going to show you how to insert it. You click on the box where it has A. Now you go up to the top and it says Insert. Click on that. Hover over Image, and then it says Upload from Computer. Okay. Now your dialog box might look different than mine's, but basically it's gonna be the same process for any computer. Okay. On my Mac, I have the download folder right here. On a Chrome, it will have a download folder as well. On Windows, you're gonna have a download folder. Just make sure it has the download folder. Select the image that was just downloaded. It's gonna have a series of like letters and numbers and hyphens. That's it. And then click choose. Wait, that's not it. Okay. Let me try again. Let me try to download it again. Right click. Download. Okay, now it's working. Okay. For some reason it didn't download correctly the first time. So insert image and then upload from computer. Here, this one is working. I don't know why the first one didn't work. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Look at that. High quality. High quality. But again, this is not actually the Bohr model for whatever A is supposed to be. You have to figure that out yourself. Alright, hope this was helpful.